J.A., some of the best moments so far of Inside Wisconsin have been those moments that hit the cutting room floor. I remember a moment, it's in raw footage, when we got done talking with Barry Alvarez. It was our first one, and you looked at me and go, take a breath. Why don't you just breathe for 10 seconds? Because you talk to these people every day. This is new for me. Man, this has been a blast. What are some of your favorite guests that we've had on?
You can't be starstruck. I do enjoy Barry Alvarez because I do think, like, of all the people we got to pick to start, that was amazing.
That was amazing
to have him. Listen, I find all of the guests are fascinating. I would hope in the end, after people watch this, and it would be great if they like you and I and say nice things, but the idea would be, wow, that was cool. I didn't know that about Matt Kenseth, or that was cool that Matt LePay had something to say like that, right? If you do it right, there's a reason when they always say, here's the subject of the interview, because just like the subject of the sentence, that's who you want the focus to be on, right? Is that person. And then one of my all-time favorites was sitting and listening to Bo Ryan, who knew the answer to who was the lead singer of Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. When awesome. You and his boy were like, I don't know.
Who?
Harold Melvin? No, it's Teddy Pendergrass. So all those things to me, so many. I mean, I could pick one out from most every episode, but those are things that just kind of stick out to me, and most of it sticks out to is it's just selfishly, right? I don't have a lot of people in Connecticut that want to sit around and rap about Wisconsin, right? Right. So it's great. It's to some degree, this is as nice as a show. It's nice therapy for me every couple of weeks to just go, oh, good, I can talk about this, or I can, talk about people who know what I'm talking about,
and a lot of people
understand the language of what it is. And as you preach a lot, we do kind of the culture of where we're from.
The people, the stories, and the patriotism of America's Dairyland. John, including your story. You shared it in episode 1, and I hope to God that we revisit that again when you shared the origin story of John Anderson here in the state of Wisconsin. That was some of the best stuff.
And that's the key, like in the job I have every day as a journalist, is how do you find those stories? How do you tell people how do you make them compelling? Because everybody's got them, even if you're just if you were a third shift worker back at Fort Howard, everybody's got something. This show has a lot, sometimes like ESPN. Some of it I feel like I do strictly for my own amusement. And hopefully the rest of hopefully I get the final score out. So you just are like, wait, what did he just talk about? But, it's.
I promise we're all amused. It's been fun.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But, it's hopefully there's more fun to come. So, Coach, that was my 50th birthday present from my mother. So I don't know if you knew that you were signing that for me, or if it was just one that got put in front of your desk and you just slapped it on there, but I appreciate it.
We get a few of those.
Thanks again, Coach.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, we're really grateful.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
See you later.
Count to 10 first.
1, 2. Yeah, I think he's still hanging out.
So that's
I think
good.
Here, I'll remove him. Kick from studio. Never thought I'd do that. Matt, you talk about the itch to get back into racing, and it reminds me of watching Brett Favre waffle for so many years, right? He got the itch, and then he didn't, then he did, and then he didn't, and that repeated itself like 20 times. I can't help but think, though, with this year and watching those guys lay down dirt at Bristol, that had to have triggered a little bit of an itch in you, did it not?
No, I'm totally good. I really am. It's it's hard to explain. A lot of people might not understand it because it's been part of my life for so long. But it's just yesterday, and it's just the past. It's not what's here now, and it's not anything that's in front of me. And I realize that. And I will tell you too. As you get older, a lot of people don't like to admit it, or maybe don't see it until you can look back at it. But it's just harder. You're just not as good at things when you're 49 as when you're 39. It's just it's hard to explain, but and it's when you're in your prime, everything moves really slow. I don't want to say it's easy because it's never easy. If it was easy, you'd win every week, but like things were easier. And just the way everything was with no practice, different team, being out of the car for a while and all that, I felt like I was behind. And when I was in my prime, I felt like I was ahead of the car. I knew what was going to happen next. Or I didn't always know, but it felt like you had a good idea what was going to happen next. And just as you get older and you do that longer, it's just harder to keep up with those young guys.
So we got a lot of Bulldogs. Right after the Blue Jays, there's only one Blue Gold, which is, like Eau Claire's the Blue Golds, right? The Eau Claire Blue Golds. Yeah.
Is the high school the Blue Golds?
No, UW Eau Claire is the Blue
Yeah.
Gold, and then you have Aquinas, the Aquinas Blue Golds. Only one Buffalo. There's only one Trucker. Clintonville Truckers.
Williams Bay. I feel like they were the Bulldogs.
I'm trying to think. We got the Dashers, Divine Savior of the Holy Angels, the Dashers. No, Dodgeville is the Dodgers. Dodge Land is the Trojans.
Dodgeland, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dodgeville is something else. Tons of Eagles. Only one Elkhorn.
Jefferson Eagles. That's where I'm kind of from too. I didn't go to high school there though.
Oh,
There's how many Phoenix?
Okay, so here's the difference. I'm looking when I read the Trojans. The Green Bay South is not listed there.
What?
They're listed as the Fighting Trojans.
Oh,
I had no idea.
Are you the only Fighting Trojans? Yeah, it doesn't say fighting on there.
Trojans. It says I did not know we were the Fighting Trojans. We're the Trojans. That's the fight song. Oh, we're the Fighting Trojans. Brave men are we. We'll never meet defeat. Sons of victory. A lot of Hornets. Green Bay Pebbles. Preble, obviously. New Holstein. The Oakfield Oaks.
The Oaks. My brother went to Luther Prep. The Phoenix. The Fighting Phoenix.
The Ashland Ordockers. See, like GB, I know is the Fighting Phoenix, right? They're not just the Phoenix. Aren't they the Fighting Phoenix?
Green Bay Phoenix. No, they're not the Fighting Phoenix. Okay. Their official logo is the Phoenix.
There is one Packers.
I feel like this came up in a conversation.
Who are the one Packers in all of high school sports in Wisconsin?
Does their city start with a G?
Nope.
I don't know.
Cudahy.
Cudahy.
Yeah. There's only Mineral Point's the Pointers. I wonder what Spash is. I don't know. Rebels, Green Bay East. Let's see. The only other one, they're the Clintonville Truckers.
Clintonville Truckers.
So, the St. Anthony Roman Legion. That's right. A lot of Spartans. The Tritons.
Is that Notre Dame?
Yeah. You know why they're the Tritons?
No.
Oh, I like that. The Whitewater Whippets?
Whippets, yeah.
I love that. They are the Tritons because they put the three high schools together. Promontory, Abbott, Pennings, and St. Joe's. So that's how they became the Tritons. The sort of the tavern culture of Wisconsin is different. Like around here, I don't know of a single bar here in Connecticut where the family lives upstairs. And I think that's probably dying out. But I show my age at 55, right? It's a different thing, the tavern culture. You mentioned you go to Loopy's Bar and Grill, and I don't know that they serve 5-7 days a week, but they do Friday night. That's a unique kind of cultural bit in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it really is. I think it's part of the small town, rural communities where, they're basically farming communities. And there was a church, a gas station, maybe 2 churches, gas station, and 10 bars, that were in these small towns. And you're right, John. I mean, still today there are bars or taverns in some of these rural areas where the owners are living out back or upstairs. My brother John and I love the snowmobile in the winter. In fact, we were just out last weekend. Kind of making our final run. The trails will close at the end of March, but it's going to start warming up into the 40s now. So we are at the end of our snowmobile season, but we love to go to bar, and there's nothing better than stopping in these bars and seeing the snowmobilers that are there. Putting their helmets away into the cubby holes that are built just for them, hanging up their coats, having a beer. And, even last Saturday, we were at Dublin's Bar and Grill in Conover, Wisconsin, overlooking Twin Lake. We were outdoors on the deck drinking the Leinenkugel Summer Shandy in our snowmobile gear.
I remember. But yeah, short track racing in Wisconsin really, really tons of good racers went up through there. I was thinking Joe Shear. I got to know him and be pretty good friends with him when he was racing up there. But man, he was so talented and such a good fabricator. He was just so quiet, just like quieter than quiet. Like you could hardly get him to talk. And man, was he a good driver. Like he was just like he'd just drive the heck out of it. And he was so funny. His personality was so funny because I kind of knew him. And, he'd drive the heck out of it and either win the race or he'd drop out. So, like, if he was driving it and the car started not doing what he wanted, he would just get mad inside the car. And he would still never talk, but he'd, kind of throw a tantrum and he'd start backing up. And he'd get back to like 6th or 7th if he had the right rear or something burned off. He'd just pull in the pits and quit and load his car, go home and come back the next time. So, he was funny. And then the polar opposite of him was always Butch Miller. I always really enjoyed watching Butch. He was like the smoothest guy ever and calculated and like never got in accidents, very seldom got in conflicts with anybody. And just like every lap was the same. He was such a good driver as far as like hitting the same mark every single lap. Like whenever he was at a race and I was there racing, I would always pick his car out and watch it in practice, or even, try to get behind him in practice or whatever. Cause it's just like, he would just have the line, even at Slinger, he had a different line than every other car there. And I know it doesn't seem possible because it's such a small little track, but he really did. And I always learned a lot watching him and racing against him as well.
Can you believe I still found this? That is unbelievable.
That's unreal that you have that. The fact that
box.
the balls it takes to sign that and send it, phenomenal.
Yeah, right. And they're just, oh wait, if you need a good deal, on shoes, call us.
Inside Wisconsin is brought to you by Baycare Clinic, Cobblestone Creek, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, Mill Home Supper Club, Festival Foods, Capital Credit Union, North Star Mohican Casino Resort, American Family Insurance, and Rolltech.
JA, it is the Christmas season, time to give some things away. It's the season of giving, my friend.
Correct. So I don't know what you have there, but give it to me.
North Star Mohican Casino Resort, our founding partners. Happy with them, they happy with us, because we're all happy together and they want you to go and stay there. So here's what you got to do. It's a stay and play package from North Star.
Right.
You get a free room to go and stay there, a little bit of money to play if that's your thing, and to eat, because you got to eat. They recommend eating. So here are the rules. Simple. Number 1, like us. Wherever you're seeing this video, just follow us. Like us.
Yeah,
Make sure that,
okay, yep.
just, I was clicking. Yeah. Number 2, share the video. And by the end of the year, right after Christmas, we will pick whoever wins this stay and play package from our friends at North Star Mohican Casino Resort. I didn't tell you this, John, but we're each pitching in $100. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, my bad.
I was focused on the part where everything you told me I heard, but what I really heard was employees and their families are not eligible to win.
That is correct.
What I heard was the fine print. I heard
there is a bit of fine print.
Kind of, but that's how it hit. It hit my ear like that. I heard something about the eating and the gambling and the money. I heard my $100. Believe me, my ears were open for that.
Yeah.
So to give it away afterwards. Is there an expiration? Because I can go play golf. Maybe I don't like the slot machine. Maybe I don't want to go get cleaned out by some guy at the poker table. But it'll
be an early golf. This one, we've got a number of them to give away throughout the next year, but this one's mid-June. So you got between whenever you win it here in December until mid-June. Maybe you can play some golf there at Pine Hills Golf Course.
I'm all for that. Good. Hey, get on. Do the like. Do the thing. It's it don't cost nothing.
Share this video and like us here on this social platform. North Star Mohican Casino Resort. Good luck to you. Merry Christmas.